afternoon. I am Pamela. I come from Yorkshire in the north of England, here to talk about crochet. I have a fair bit to talk about today, so I hope I don't forget anything. I've had a busy morning, really, of my own making partly, but I went for my blood test this morning because of all the blood pressure problems and increasing the medication. You have to have your kidneys checked regularly, so hopefully it's all well. It has been so far, so fingers crossed. This should be the last one, fingers crossed. Then I've done my walk, because even though February is over, by the way, what I've raised for charity's gone up to over £370 now, and that's thanks to some of you on Instagram that's joined in, which I'm ever so grateful for. It's way exceeded my expectations of what I'd get for this challenge, but anyway, thank you so much. Anyway, so I did my walk, because I have carried on walking every day. In fact, today I've done nearly 2 miles, so we are really improving what I can do and my stamina. I went into the local park, but I also, for the park I go in a lot, but I'm just trying to think, we've only been once, I think. There's a graveyard not far away. I don't know about you, but I love walking around graveyards, especially when it's a sunny day and you can hear birds chirping. It's and looking at the names, and somebody's remembering these people then when you go around. But I've only been once before to the local one. I know the one where I came from in Bristol quite well, because family's there. But this one, no. But anyway, it was really good. I had a good look round. We're still looking for the grave of the local, there's like a local hero, so I'm still looking for that. Yeah, it's been good. So I've done nearly 2 miles today, like I said, and keep it going. I'm hoping I can. I've even been out in the rain since the end of February, because I thought I can't go back to being a fair weather walker. I need to keep it up no matter what the weather, even if it's only a short one in the rain, just to make sure I don't let myself slack off again and, like go back to that where, I can't be bothered, because it does make you feel better. Anyway, so that's that. Talking of Bristol, by the way, lovely comments you gave me about my pictures of Oakwell Hall. But can I just say, not all Bristol is like that. There is a lot of old bits to Bristol, and there's a lot of really, really lovely bits. I can testify to that. Right up to probably fairly recently, it was a traditional Northern English village. It was, it was set in, like older times, really. Because we used to joke, like the post office used to still shut for lunch, which you don't get in a lot of places, things like that. We used to say they needed dragging into 21st century. But it's got its problems like everywhere. I think particularly in the north of England, but I'm sure it's everywhere in the UK, or anywhere in the world actually. There's plenty of problems, there's plenty of rough areas. I mean, just down the road from where Oakwell Hall is, there's a council estate, which, I mean, I want to be walking in it late at night, I can tell you. But yeah, so there's lots of, like bad bits as well. It's not all like that. Please don't think that I lived in this idyllic place. I mean, to me it was. I love Bristol. But it's had its problems, For instance, not many people get assassinated in this country, but our local MP, Jo Cox, absolutely lovely woman, fantastic woman, would have made a great MP for the rest of her life. She was murdered in Bristol by a right-wing extremist because she talked up for Europe and, for all creeds and castes and what have you. And she was a great socialist, a lovely woman, and she got murdered in the middle of Bristol, just outside the library. So it woke us up, did that really, that happened. They did catch him, by the way, and he has been sent to prison. But yeah, it's it goes to show, doesn't it, that's not happened many places in the UK, and it happened in Bristol. So, but yes, it is a lovely place. Oakwell Hall is absolutely outstanding, as is like certain other areas of it. You know, it's just, don't think it's all like that, basically. Anyway, what have I got to show you? That's the next thing. Right. Shall I show you the little birds first? So I've got 2 more little birds that I've done based on the third eye Oma pigeon pattern. Obviously, like I said to you, it's changed now. I've made lots of change. Well, no, the basic body pattern is still the same as the pattern in the as written, but I've changed the wings to something a lot easier that I can just, you know, whip out. So this one I'm calling strawberry cheesecake, which I think my husband said call it strawberry cheap cake or jerk cake, with it being a bird. And that one, I think I'm going for chocolate fudge. And that is like not chocolate fudge cake, which is all dark brown. Chocolate fudge as in fudge covered in chocolate. So that's one I'm calling that one. But anyway, really pretty ones. Like I say, I'm doing some now that maybe, you know, give to friends rather than just to give out generally for acts of kindness. So both done in scrap yarns. I could name that one is James C. Brett in 100% cotton in red, and that's the last of that scrap I've got there. That was after I'd done the Phoenix. The body is in now I have actually got the band for this, and that's a miracle. When I first started crocheting, I made a lot of my things out of paint box yarns from lovecrafts.com. Since then I've started going on to other suppliers like Little Wool Shop and Wool Warehouse, etc. But I did a lot from this, which is and this one was cotton Aran in a champagne, was it? Yeah, light champagne. So, and when I first started using cotton, I thought I'll never be able to manage it, and I certainly won't be able to go thinner than this. And I mean, I have now. I can use 4-ply. It goes to show, doesn't it, practice, and you can do it. So yeah, 6mm eyes. The nose and the feet, I think, are in a signet cotton, but it's just a scrap. And then this one, top one's James C. Brett in sand. A long while ago I needed one to finish a project, and I ended up getting 4 balls, so I've got loads of that. The bottom one is a Obi cotton 8/6 that Cassandra sent me. No idea what the colour is though, because it was just a scrap ball that was left. And again, the nose and feet are in the signet 100% cotton. I think the colour was citron, but you know, I can't remember properly now. So that's those 2 done. I've done my project for the Craftably Ever After, Cassandra at Craftably Ever After, and Caroline at Caroline for the Lover of Crochet. They're hooking up with books, which will be really revealed, I think, something like the 15th of this month. They do it every 2 months anyway, and they've picked, and then there were none. For this one, which is, I think I've already explained, it's one of my favourites, and certainly in the films and what have you, I've been binge watching them all again, and I've even read the book again. Well, I decided to go with the new name on the latest TV adaptation. They're called The Island, Soldier Island. So I went with that, and I looked up patterns, and this one I thought was probably one that I'd be most likely to either sell or find somebody that wants it, because I do know a few people that's been in the Guards, so I may be able to offer it to them. But I'm not going to talk a lot about it because I've submitted the picture to them. I'm just going to show it to you. So I've done a Royal Guard. So and that one I've used there is the Gold Lame yarn from Rikaruma, and it's the first time I've used a yarn like that. I don't think I'd want to do a lot in it because it's got all that horrible little you know, foily bits in, which I'm not right keen on, but you know, it did make up like the buttons quite well using a French knot, which I can't complain about, because as you know, it's not my favourite thing, is that. So yeah, you'll hear more about that later, I'm sure. So I've done that one, and are you ready for the big one? I have finished the scrappy blanket. I am sorted. I've had it finished for 2 days now. Now, I think I just introduced purple when I last spoke to you with a light blue. Now, what I'm going to tell you now is one of the reasons I wasn't happy with this. I'd fudged it and I was going to leave it. But in this section here, the red and the green, I had missed one of the posts in a V, so I just had one post in the middle. Now, I did fudge it, but that was preying on my mind, so that's probably why I didn't want to finish it. Well, part of the reason it was I didn't want to finish it. So, in the end, to make myself feel better about it, even though nobody would have ever known, I frogged it back. Now, I lost a fair bit of yarn doing that, because it with me using two together and all the tying in I'd done, some of it were all tangled up and I had to lose a little bit, especially the pale blue. It were an irritating yarn, it stuck to itself, so I lost most of the pale blue. So I was somewhere around there, so instead of the pale blue I brought in orange. So that is what we are calling the Halloween section, this one. And then I brought in a pale lilac after the purple, and then this is my favourite of all the sections, is this last one. This made it over 6 foot, by the way, doing this, and it's the lilac, which I can't remember which yarn that was, but the blue marl is from Ayfield bonus DK, which was part of the coronation blanket, and that combination of those two together is my favourite of all. And it surprised me, because I'm generally one that goes for in your face colours, but I really love that section. There's one further down that I really like as well, that pink and green. But yeah, I think where I finished it, and at the bottom, now when I did this blanket before, the V-stitch blanket, I did it all in one colour, so the bottom I just finished off, because you don't need the border at the sides, it's very neat. That's one of the advantages of this V-stitch. But at the bottom, the other one, it was the same colour, of course. I put a row of half trebles, half doubles in the US. But this one, I didn't have any of those colours left. I should have thought of that and started with an half treble row at the beginning. But anyway, it's too late for that now. So I just finished with lilac and what colour did I put? A grey. No, the blue and a grey, because I finished the lilac. That's why I finished the blanket where I did. So yeah, so it's the blue marl and the a grey. Anyway, I think it's fine. My nephew's girlfriend has said she's liked it from the beginning. After working on it and having it over my knee, I know it's too warm for me in this double thickness. So I said, do you want it? So she wants it. So I can't really show you it all, but I'm going to put a picture at the side. So I laid it out on the bed, even though it's not a bed one really. It could be a single bed one, but not a double bed one. But yeah, so I've took a picture on the bed so that you can see it laid out with all the colours. So, got my leg trapped now. So yeah, I've done that, so I'll pop a picture in, you know, either side, whatever, and you can have a look at that. So I'm really sorted that's done now. I feel like it's a weight off my mind. So I don't know whether I'd ever do a double thickness one again, to be honest. I did it that way because I wanted to see what the colours came out like, and I'm really happy with that bit, the difference in colours. But if I were to do it again, I know it did involve buying yarn, but I'd probably do it with one colour throughout with various colours. Now I think it's Julie at Chaos Mom Crochets that said she'd done one with black and all different colours. I'm sure it's Julie that did that, and I think that's a good idea. even though it probably involved buying a load. But yeah, if I did a double thickness, I'd do that. But yeah, I'm quite happy to do a scrappy one again, but I'd probably do it in single. Probably. I will stand corrected if I change my mind. Now, one of the things I've promised is a bear for a baby boy. For someone who doesn't enjoy making for babies, I seem to have formed a little business for making for babies. I'm only charging mates rates, you know, basically, you know, cost of materials and what have you. So, but yeah, I use this pattern again that I've used a gazillion times before, which is the Crochet Teddy Bear amigurumi free pattern, which I got from, was it Lovely Craft? Yeah, lovelycraft.com. And the author of it is one that I can't really say properly, but I think it's Hygge Yuli, and it's that name there. So yeah, free pattern, lovely teddy bear, always comes out nicely. So yeah, but I am getting a bit bored of that pattern now, to be honest. I've done so many of them. So this one is for a boy. Like I say, don't altogether hold with the colours for boys and girls, but they do, so you have to do what people want, haven't you? So that's him. Now the eyes, this isn't Cassandra's, by the way. This is one that I've done before, which I was doing I had a thing about doing Ellen Cantarellan's patterns at one time, and she does eyes like this, and I did them in my bunny rabbits, and so it's a simplified version of Cassandra's. Now Cassandra's is absolutely brilliant if you want a very special eye, and I will use it for other projects, but for a baby toy I thought that was quite enough. So yeah, but it is very much like, except you haven't got the eyelashes and such like. But yeah, that's Ellen Cantarellan that does that. But yeah, like I say, Cassandra's absolutely fantastic, and it will come in for some of my projects, I know it will. But this is simple enough for a baby toy. Now, the yarn that I used, I got it especially for this project, and I've actually, Joe, this is one of the weird things. Nearly every one of these teddies I've done in a variegated yarn, I've used nearly a full ball. And they've all been 100 grams, they've all been premium acrylics, but different makers. Now the others, the Starcraft and the King Cole, all use nearly a full ball. Now this one is James C. Brett Party Time in Stripes DK. I showed you it when my last little yarn haul. Well, except for one. I've had another one since, but that we'll go on to that. So yeah, it's that one, and the colour is Summer Sky. Now, this one, I've got all that left, so that's very strange, but it must be how it goes up. I've used this before, like I say, I thought it was the one I used with Cassandra and Caroline, but it isn't. This is the one that I did on like my owl, and I can't remember what else I did it on. I think I did a mouse. I think it's before pre-channel anyway. So anyway, but I did show the owl, because when people were on about those patterns, I did show my owl. But yes, so I think it looks really lovely. It's got a tail. The only bits that I've used that's not the Party Time is the muzzle, which is in the white of the Shapier's colour crafter that I've got, Scapier's even, and the nose and black of the eyes again is Scapier's, but that is Scrumptious. In, I think it was charcoal ice cream or something weird like that, and the little bits of white on the eyes are in Serdar Apricot in Shower. I just used that because I thought it'd be thinner, not to show up a lot. So yeah, that's that one, and I used my 2.75mm hook, which works up for it very well. I really like that. So yeah, and it does sit down. His arms sit at side, the tail offers balance, and so hopefully that'll go to a nappy little boy, hopefully. So that's that one. But like I said, I think I might have to change up my pattern that I use now, because you know, you get a bit bored, don't you, with the same one all the time. Now my other acquisition. You know, I like my Serdar yarn, so I'm registered on the website, especially since I did they bought out Airfield, so they commissioned the coronation blanket, so I've been registered with them since I did the coronation blanket, albeit that was in Ayfield instead of Cerdar, and I think Cerdar yarn is actually better than Ayfield, but not historically. Ayfield was good historically, but they tend to went into a more bonus, I think. Well, no, that's not fair, because they had the Ayfield Spirit, which was absolutely lovely. No, I'm doing them down there. They had some lovely yarns. Anyway, you still can get them under that name, but from Cerdar now. Now, they sent me an offer of a free pattern. Well, it's just red rag to a bull, isn't it? So the free pattern I chose, bear in mind I still haven't done the other cardigan. I loved this one. I thought it's got better fitting sleeves than the Exie cardigan, and I just thought it's to attach together, but I don't mind that, because like I say, in my distant past I did knit, and I used to, you know, sew up knitting. So I'm not worried about that side of it with clothing. Mine's getting it, you know, right number of stitches and everything for doing clothing. But yeah, so that I thought, well, I've got to have it. Now, the reason why I got the Cerdar Jewel Spun is because I already had a ball of this, which I bought from Black Sheep Wills, if you remember. Last year I went for my birthday treat. Now, I love this, and I was trying to think what to do for it. I was thinking about some sort of like scarf, but I can't wear a lot of thickness around my neck. I get too warm. I do have to cover my neck because I have to protect my neck, but I can't do with too much thickness. So I tend to use cotton yarn for scarves for myself, rather than anything that's acrylic or woolly. Now, I think this is 100% acrylic, if I remember correctly. Or is it premium acrylic? Do you know, and tit awful when you can't find anything. Yes, 100% acrylic, but it is a lovely yarn. Now, I'm fine with it on my body, it's fine. So I know I'll be okay with a cardigan. Now, the reason why my mind has gone to the cardigan, apart from the fact they sent me a free pattern, was because I hope she don't mind me calling it my yarny friend, but Laurie Hooks, oh, I think I've been following since she started the channel. I think she came up as a suggestion for me at the beginning, and I absolutely love watching her. She's one of the calming voices in my life on YouTube. She makes some lovely things, you know. She's, in the beginning, she was making lots of gnomes, which, you know, we call gonks, but you know, potato and all that. She did a cardigan recently, and it was in, I can't remember where she said she got it from. I don't know whether it was from Wool Warehouse, because I know they are reasonable for ordering abroad, I think, a Wool Warehouse. But anyway, whatever it was, she got some Cerdar Jewel Spun. Now, I'm going to tell you now, Laurie, because you've been calling it Aran, which I understand, because British words can be really stupid, I know. I think this is British or Irish, but it's Aran. Just in case you want to know, it's Aran. So, yeah, but it's fine what you were saying, it's absolutely fine. But, yeah, I think it's what you call worsted elsewhere, I think. Anyway, I love this colour, so not only did I get the 3 patterns, you need 4 of these to make this cardigan in my gigantic size. So I ordered another 3 balls of it. So I have now got 4 balls of it, and because of the cost of it, what it costs to get 4 balls of this, I really must complete this. But I will, because as you know, I've been itching to get this blanket finished so I can go on to a wearable. So this may actually knock the previous plan to do the Exie down the list, and I'll do this one first. Hopefully I'll get some wear then before spring's over, because I definitely won't be wearing it when it gets warmer. But yeah, I am so excited about it. So yeah, I think it's beautiful, don't you? And really go and check out at Laurie Hooks and look at her Jewel Spun cardigan. Absolutely beautiful item, and it fits her so well. So I know you've got a chance of getting hooked on that yourself. I think that's it for now, me crochet things. I hope I haven't left anything out, because I have a tendency to not tell you something, and you call it an age thing or whatever, but I you know, I do miss stuff out. You know, if you ever need to know anything, just ask me. Now then, I've started going. This is for tomorrow. This is non-crochet related, but I will be taking some crochet with me, because I'm going out with my friend who I've made the phoenix for, and she does love it, so that's fine. What we started doing on some Wednesdays is going to the senior screening at the little cinema down in town, and they do a really good deal on a Wednesday for senior screenings. And we've seen 2 already. We saw The Holdovers, which I thought was so funny. I mean, it was sad as well, but it was funny as well. And also One Love, about Bob Marley. Again, sad ending, but you know, a good story. Well, tomorrow we're going to see Wicked Little Letters, which has got Olivia Colman in. Now, she's one of my favourite actresses. She's so funny. She's a delightful person in real life. She's so genuine. She's not like a big superstar, and she could be, because she's, you know, she's done so many things. But yeah, do you know, and it's so poignant is this, because Wicked Little Letters is basically about a poison pen letter writer. And we're doing, of course, for Buy Up or Buy Crook, we're doing, you know, if I could remember, just couldn't. Oh, do you know, the one about poison pens? Oh, am I an idiot or what? This is trouble, you know, it's awful. It's awful when it goes. What are we doing? Hang on. Do you know, I'm useless. Oh, I can't even remember the name of the book I chose. I feel so silly now. Not Murder is Announced, that's another of my favourites. Oh, dear. I'll write it on bottom. I'm an idiot. But anyway, it's about a poison pen letter writer. And I mean, again, it's somebody who's accused of it, but it's so moving finger. Oh, people, what am I going to do with myself? Agatha Christie's moving finger, that's what we're doing. But anyway, it looks like it's a couple that of ladies that you know, from different walks of life that join up over this. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. So I'll let you know if I think it's a good film. We've been lucky so far with the ones we've watched, so hopefully this one will be too. I think that's it for now. Sorry about my senior moments there. I'm afraid that is life. When you get to nearly 60, things start turning off, switching off, whatever. So as long as my crochet doesn't go. Anyway, I will catch you later. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy all your crafting. I'm sure you will. And I'll see you then.